Hello yogis, welcome to your channel for free yoga. My name is Trishy and today we'll be focusing all on the hips. So let's begin. You'll need 2 blocks for the end of class and we're going to do something a little bit different than Shavasana today, but if you would like to do Shavasana at the end of class, please feel free to go ahead. Sit in a comfortable position, cross legs, and feel free to sit on a block. Extend your spine long and bring your shoulders onto the back body. Begin with some slow grounding breaths. Feel the earth underneath you and the crown of the head free and long. Become present on your mat. Keep breathing and grounding. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. If you are sitting on a block, remove your block and lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. Take it nice and slow. Switch the cross of your legs so the front leg is now behind. Lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Let it become one fluid motion between inhales and exhales. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees go wide. Grab a hold of your feet with your hands as you inhale and lengthen your spine up. Bring your right hand behind your hips and grab a hold of your right knee with your left hand as you twist. And switch, left hand behind you, right hand on your left knee. Lengthen your spine long and twist. Come back center and fold over your legs. Inhale, come back up. And come into a tabletop pose. Knees under hips and wrists over shoulders. Inhale, lengthen your spine up for cat. Exhale, round your spine up, chin to chest for cat and cow. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Now lift your left leg with your knee bent out to the side and up. For lack of a better term, it's almost like a dog having to go whiz. So lift and lower. Lift your leg up and lower. Raise your leg. Keep your knee at a 90-degree angle. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Lift and lower. Lift. Keep your shoulders square to the front of the mat. Lower. lift, and lower. Now bring your leg out behind you at a 90-degree angle. And as you inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap your knee to your nose. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen, engage your glutes to lift your leg. Exhale, tap knee to nose. Inhale, flex your foot. Exhale, point your foot. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, don't slouch too much through your lowered back, and place the knee back on the ground. Opposite side. Lift your knee at a 90-degree angle out to the side and up, and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep your shoulders pointing towards the front of the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Lift it up. Exhale, place it down. Now bring your leg out behind you, knee bent at a 90-degree angle, and bringing it in to tap your nose. Reach it back, tap your nose. Extend, engage. Extend, flex your foot, point your toes. Flex, point, lift your leg. Exhale, round your spine. Lift your knee. Exhale, round. Keep your hips pointed towards the top of the mat as you continue on. Come back center. Walk your hands forward a couple inches and lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Paddle through your feet because this is the first downward dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee and open the hip, and begin to trace some circles with your hip like you're painting a giant circle with your knee. Keep going. Lift your leg up to the sky and step it in between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the sky, down to the floor. Lift your arms up to the sky. Keep your lower ribs tucking in. Reach through your fingertips. Bring your hands down and straighten through your right leg as you fold over your leg. Keep your hip over top of your knee. So you want to try to bring your chest towards your knee as opposed to your nose towards your knee. That encourages you to straighten through your spine. Bend your knee, lift back up into low lunge. Hands go down, curl your toes under, back to plank pose, knee to nose. Plank pose, left knee to nose. Plank, right knee, plank, left knee. Back to downward dog. Lift your left leg to the sky, bend your knee, open the hip, and do some circles with your knee. Keep going. Lift your leg to the sky and step it in between your hands. Right knee to the mat. Lift your arms up overhead. Bend into your front knee as you extend your right leg behind you. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten your left leg. Point your toes towards your face. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up into low lunge and back into plank pose. Right knee to nose, plank, left knee to nose. Plank, right knee, left knee. Lift your hips back to downward dog. Lift your right leg to the sky and step it in between your hands. Back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Right knee bent over right ankle for warrior two. Arms out to the side and over top of your hips and shoulders. Reverse warrior, left hand down, right arm up. Warrior two. Interlace your hands behind your back. As you inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold to the inside of your right knee for humble warrior. Extend your arms up and overhead. Lift up, back up, hands down to the mat. Left hand down, right arm up for your simple lunge twist. Right hand down. Heel toe your right foot over to the side as you drop your left knee to the mat and open your right hip. Keep up on your hands for this one. So you're getting deeper into the hips. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can lower down onto your forearms. Hold here, lengthen through your spine so you're not rounding too much. And you can gaze forward. Walk back up. And step back into plank pose. Lower your knees, chest and chin, elbows to the side body. Lift up into cobra. Lower down. Curl your toes under and downward dog. Good job. Lift your left leg to the sky. Step in between your hands. Warrior two, back leg parallel to the back edge of the mat, arms out to the sides, palms facing down. Bend your knee thoroughly and keep your hip open. Reverse your warrior, right hand down, left arm up. Look up. Warrior two. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Open your chest. And as you exhale, fold forward to the inside of your left leg. Arms overhead. Bend deeper into your front knee. Come back up. Warrior two, windmill your hands down. Drop your right hand to the mat as you lift your left hand overhead for your twist. Left hand to the inside of your left knee. Heel toe your foot out and open your left knee as you drop your right knee to the mat. Stay up on your hands for a moment as you extend your spine. And feel free to lower down to your forearms. Be sure to keep lengthening through your spine. Breathe deeply. So it's a very intense hip opener. and it also stretches the hip flexors. Walk back up, curl your toes under, plank pose, knees, chest, chin, cobra, lift up, hips remain on the ground, lower down, curl your toes under and back into downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees a little bit as you forward fold. Bend your knees, raise your arms out to the side and up as you stand, hands in prayer. Shift your weight onto the left foot as you lift your right foot, knee bent. Take a hold of your foot and come into tree pose as you place your right foot to the inside of your left leg, either to the thigh or to the shin, never on the knee. Find your balance. It's even harder for me being outside. Drop your leg, toes out, heels in, squat down into Malasana. Yogi squat. Place your elbows to the inside of the knee and then straighten your arms out in front of you, arms parallel to the ground. This encourages you to engage your glutes so you're not only using the strength of your elbows to open your legs. And be sure to keep your knees over your ankles. Plant your hands down. Forward fold, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Rise back up, arms overhead, prayer. Bring your feet hip width distance apart and shift the weight onto your right foot, right leg as you lift your right knee to the sky and then place your foot to the inside leg for tree pose, opposite side. Find your balance. And release. Heels in, toes out. Yogi squat. If your heels are lifting off the ground for yogi squat, you can always place a block underneath you, underneath your bum. Right arm to the inner right leg, left arm overhead. For a twist, if this is too much for you, you can just keep your hands in prayer position. Come back center. Left arm to the inside, left knee, right arm overhead. Come back center. Arms out parallel to the ground. Keep engaging your glutes and your knees, your thighs over your knees. Lower your hands down and step back into downward dog. Lift your right leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip, and step in between your hands. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, bend through your right knee, arms overhead for warrior one. Bring your hands to the earth, inside of your right leg, and fold down. So you're on the inside of your right knee. Walk over to the center of your mat, both feet parallel to the short edge of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Wide-legged forward fold. If you feel like this is too close or too far away, you can adjust your feet. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Lift up, flat back. Turn to lunge in the front, facing forward in the mat. Hands inside of your right leg. Keep strong through your back leg and then drop your knee. Bend your knee, foot to the sky, as you reach back with your right hand to your left foot. Quad stretch with a twist. Look up to the sky as you twist and open your chest. Lower your right hand down, lift up and back into downward dog. Roll forward into plank, drop your knees, chest and chin. Lift up into cobra, shoulders away from the ears. Lower down and lift back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip. And step your left foot in between your hands, back foot at a 45-degree angle for warrior one on the opposite side. Lift your arms overhead. So you should keep your bottom ribs tucking in a little bit, and the back bend should come mostly from your upper spine. No pinching or compression in your lower back. Bring your hands to the ground inside of your left knee and fold forward inside your leg. Lift up. Come to the center of your mat for wide-legged forward fold on the opposite side. Feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Keep your spine straight, and if you need the help of some blocks, you can place them under your hands. Breathe deeply. Come back up, flat back. Come forward to the top of your mat, hands inside of your left leg, knee bent. Back leg is strong, up on your toes. Extend through your spine. Drop your back knee. Open your hip. Come to the outer edge of your right foot and bend your right knee with the foot in the air as you clasp a hold of it with your left hand for a quad stretch. Nice. Hands to the mat, downward dog. Roll forward into plank pose, knees, chest, chin, elbows into your sides, lift up into cobra. Lower down, downward dog. Come to the center of the mat, facing the long edge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Feet hip width distance. Come down onto your knees, sitting on your heels. And just rest your hands wherever's comfortable and take a few deep cleansing breaths. Hands in prayer. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. Sit on your left heel and knee and open your right leg out to the side so your knee is pointing towards the front of your mat. Now you can inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold inside your leg, or you can wrap your arm around your heel and bring your left arm behind your back. So this is kind of a deep opener plus a twist. Try to keep your hips straight and in line, and you're not leaning one way more than the other. Open your chest. Release. Come back center. Take a deep breath. And we'll go to the opposite side. So left knee pointing towards the back of the mat now with your hip open. and you stay remaining sitting on your right heel. Either just lean inside your leg, depending on how far you can go, or you can wrap your arm around your heel and bring your right hand behind your back as you twist open. You want to try to open your chest up and to the right. Come back center and find yourself into frog pose. So open your hips very wide onto the mat and have your knee bent at a 90-degree angle behind you. So your knee is in line with your hip and your ankle is in line with your knee. Feel free to grab a blanket for your knees or fold your mat over to protect them. And when you're ready, you can lower down or stay up on your hands. Breathe deeply. This pose offers a lot of sensation. That's perfectly normal, as long as there's no pain. If there's pain, you know that you've gone too far and you need to have a variation of the pose in some way, whether by bringing your knees closer together or staying up on your hands. Come back up, slowly walk your knees in, and sit back on your heels. Come back forward to the front edge of your mat and step back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip, and set your right knee behind your right ankle, left leg out behind you for pigeon pose. Come up onto your fingertips, and you want your left leg to be in line with your left hip, not one side or the other. If you feel comfortable, you can stay there or you can lower down either to the floor or to a block. If this pose is really cranking on your knee, bring your right ankle closer to your left hip. Breathe deeply as we start to wind down our practice. Curl your back toe and step into downward dog as you open your right leg to the sky and open your hip. Lift your left leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip, and place your left knee behind your left wrist, right leg out behind you. Lift up. Be sure both hips are level and straight and forward. Back bend. And as you exhale, fold forward. Keep pressing your right hip down so it's not lifting up too much. And breathe. Slowly walk yourself back up. Downward dog and three-legged dog. Open your hip on the left side. Back to downward dog. Roll forward into plank pose. Drop your knees, chest and chin to the ground and open up into cobra. Lift up and back into downward dog. Drop your knees, cross your ankles and sit onto your bottom. And come to lie on your back. Make sure your blocks are accessible. Hug your knees into your chest. Breathe deeply. Stay here or grab the outside of your feet for happy baby pose. So you're bringing your hands to the outer edge of your feet as you open your hips and pull gently your knees to the ground. Feel free to close your eyes. And if you would like to go a little bit further, just straighten your legs. Come back into happy baby, release, and hug your knees into your chest. Drop your feet to the ground. Cross your right leg over your left knee and drop both knees over to the left. Keep your arms in a cactus shape or a T. Bring your knees back center, uncross your legs, shift your hips over to the left, cross your left leg over your right knee, and bring both knees over to the right. Uncross your legs, bring your knees back center, and grab your blocks. So instead of doing Shavasana for this practice, we're going to come into reclined fish. So one block is parallel to the long edge of your mat, and that goes in between your shoulder blades. And the other block is parallel to the short edge of your mat, and that rests on under your head. So seeing as this is a class focusing on your hips, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees drape wide. If this is too intense for you, you can always just straighten your legs out in front of you. So this will act as Shavasana for today. You can let the palms open to the sky. And if you feel like taking Shavasana after the class, please feel free to go ahead. Relax your body completely onto the blocks as you slow your breathing down and close your eyes. If you wear glasses, please feel free to remove them. Let yourself digest all of the hip work you just did and relax. Begin to wake up. Extend your arms overhead and extend through your legs. Straighten them and stretch. Roll to one side. And sit up into a comfortable seat. Place your hands wherever is comfortable and turn inside. Hands in prayer. Inhale deeply and exhale through your mouth. Thank you so much for practicing today with me, yogis. I hope the class was everything you like, and if it was, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Namaste.